Howdy mates, welcome to my daily, sort of almost daily video journal bloggy vloggy thing. Okay, my cats are freaking the best, coolest, most awesomest thing defined. They help me. Hey mateys. Hey matey mates. Well, they help me with my awesomeness, daily plan. Like I woke up and then I immediately did a freaking sick exercise workout in the gym. It was so very awesome. I loved it. And then I cleaned, and I've got I have a crappy bag. It's this stupid zipper bag, right? But I've been saving up for this Samsonite Focus 3 6-inch, which could carry everything. And right now, what I'm working on is, there you go, Sherlock wants to pop off all here. I think I'll call him Sherlock, because he's all scrutinizing. This guy's normally like a Tasmanian crazy devil, but he has been having a little digestive problem with a change in diet recently. So this is I just migrated with this stuff, and it's all organized. This is what I put in my briefcase. The things I'm talking about, laptop, sick netbook. I may eventually get a tablet. Maybe a handheld, an Android, an Arcos, one of those 500 gig ones, put everything freaking on it. My desktop is 500 gigs, that'd be sick. Math, yeah, I know it's high school math, but it's Australia stuff, and Australia math books are a lot better designed and written than American math books, so I'm reviewing that. It's just fun, it's a good brain workout. Classical music, normally this would be an ebook version, but I need to finish this because it's written by David Pogue, who wrote Secrets, this 2,000-page computer book that I read when I was in the 6th grade, roughly about 11. And I love this, and he also majored in opera at Yale. And he wrote this classical music book, which is amazingly well written, and it's a source of one of the best mind maps I've ever written. Garmin, I love GPS. I'm constantly learning new things about my sick 60 CSS, and these are all my other books, 1,000 books. Well, not 1,000. Technically, they say 1,000, 1,500. I can only fit about 100 books on here at most, because some of them are 100 megabytes, like Paul Ekman's Unmasking the Face. Anyways, when I was looking at those houses, the first one I looked at, there was a guy who looked like a shaggy sort of Richard Branson, ruralized Richard Branson of sorts. But anyway, these cats align me. I'm focused. I'm in my own focus mode. I did some sprints. I did some rowing. And, oh man, it was a great workout. So I'm going to do a little journaling action. Now this is private stuff here, so that's why it goes in one-man show. My other... I really like Toby Turner. That guy is pretty cool. He's solid. He's always trying to get subscriptions, but he's not yearning. He just does this thing almost compulsively. And he's witty and smart as hell, socially, linguistically. He's freaking awesome. I saw him do some math once when his mom got overcharged for Dell, and he was 40 times 40. What is that? 1,600 or whatever. 40 times 36. Anyways, mes chatons are so freaking awesome. It's galvanizing my life. What I wanted to install was this exercise routine, and I did that. I did good balanced exercise routine. I'm going to do a little journaling in the shower. But I like how I cleaned afterwards, and I got this is my day stuff. Normally this is going to be in a briefcase. Oh, shoot. But these are my things I focus on during the day. And I may not even touch them, but it just feels good to consolidate, and that's the day stuff. And then I also have a set of other papers I might go get. Yeah. Hey, matey. Matey, mate. Okay, I'm going to show this to you guys quick, it's already 4:19, 4:20, 4:21. Time is a-ticking. After being in the gym, I realized that I like colder places that are less house-like. This house is pretty cool because it's a freaking log cabin, but it's so freaking stuffy. I like just a big kind of business-like place almost. I really do. Anyways, this is some paper stuff. Ideally, this should get to 0. A lot of it I can get to 0. Probably by talking about it another. Middle Earth fling. CCG nerdoliness to the max, but the best CCG in the world. I didn't even touch Mathering. Fuck that rubbish. You know, I probably shouldn't swear, but whatever. The Middle Earth is incredible. So this stuff is, see this? Alright. This stuff is actionable. It's like a resume and shit, and I was going to apply to GameStop, because I like video games. And even though I probably should be doing some entrepreneurial crazy similar stuff. And these are all stuff to scan. You know, like my family, biological family's Christmas photo. You know, my passport photo, just from memories. Garmin. I was looking at some other, you know, touchscreen devices. You know, I gotta get to use this one a little bit more. The touchscreen probably a little bit cooler for me. Eventually, it's an upgrade, but I'm perfectly fine with this. Oh, I was gonna get. What the hell? Did you guys hear that? Oh yeah. My little other recorder is playing. This Sony rocks! I love Sony. I had a silver Sony compact recorder, oh, I don't know how many months ago. Maybe over a year ago. I actually ditched it for like iPhone-based recording, which is rubbish. This thing can hold 53 freaking hours on a very good quality recording. It can also hold like over 100 on a little scratch recording or really high quality, which takes too much space. So this is like endless. I've got over 200 messages on here. Now, what do I do with all those? That's the question. Ideally, I'd want to save 10% of them. 10% of them I'm going to want to re-listen to later on. So, 10% are just to kind of make me aware of what I'm thinking about at the time. But, you know, I don't want to put all 200 on the computer. I want to put 10% of the good ones. You know, like one of them is recording of, you know, driving around my folk, my Padre, and get some interesting. See, this is all rubbish stuff. When people made me go see shrinks because I thought I was insane, I printed up a lot of stuff, journals and everything, and great solid mood. Peter Parker, what is this? Black Persia, Two Thrones combo thing, very interesting. Man, emotional women seem to stir things up so much. Maybe I do want to spend time with simply a big-boobed stripper woman or something. The villain and the hero remind me of me. The villain has the posh pad and the hero has the simple Spartan abode thing. This is note from some movie I saw. Maybe, I don't know what it was. Maybe Spider-Man. This is so funny. Spider-Man gets like goth. Amplifies the characteristics of its host. This is the third Spider-Man one. Maguire pulled it off, the darker side. Well, actually, he kind of sucked in that. I think Tobey Maguire kind of sucks as an actor. No offense. I mean, it really does. Like, there's, like, his little nemesis dude, the son of, Defoe, the host dude. What the fuck is his name? I'm blanking on his name. He's like a stoner, character at times. He's the host of the Academy Awards. I forget his fucking name. He was pretty good in that. Because, I mean, I thought that's all he could play, but then he plays some other different roles. The well, except for the point of women on the street, very intense, amazing cinematography. The heroic lifestyle revolves around solo lifestyle from parents without a sidekick in almost every dimension, but with a girlfriend. I've done that for a while and creates terrific self-reliance, but it's fun to have some quality friends and some cash, etc. The jazz bar scene was acted well by Maguire. I'm impressed. Oh, I think this was the scene in Spider-Man 3 where he like danced, and it was really crappy acting, actually. He looked really uncomfortable. It was like one of those things where you watch somebody acting, and it's like uncomfortable to watch because it's so out of their comfort zone. I'm impressed. It highly resembled the Mask scene with Jim Carrey and Cameron Diaz. What? The Mask scene was totally in Jim Carrey's comfort zone, and it was like no other dance scene I've ever seen. That was outrageous. He was like a living embodiment of a cartoon character. Jim Carrey wasn't that. By far, I think Jim Carrey's best work. The first thing I saw him in was Ace Ventura. I laughed my freaking arse off. I laughed me arse off in that. Irish. Some kind of dancing flair, but no one comes close to Jim Carrey's zany. This is like Romanian. Total brilliance and incredible electricity. This is Scottish now. Obviously, this is a drama, and The Mask was a comedy, but the emblems of the same had congruency. So, these are weird journals I printed up. Some of these I talked about with shrinks. Places, closed up Michigan. Tommy Carr drove to Hudson Lake. Spice Walk Lake. South Shore train. Oh, I hated going back to Chicago. Can't stand Chicago. Alright, it's 9:20, so I'm going to give this a pause. A real life East Coast. Oh, quick thing. Man, I'll tell us another.